Hey YouTube, this is Elon578 coming at you. This was supposed to be my second video on weight loss, and got caught up in a few days of thinking and goal setting and some other things, and did get back in time. But since the first introduction of the weight loss video, I have went through several days of fasting. Started off with 3 days of fasting, no water, no food. Decided to just go cold turkey and get things started right. And after that, I went off of the 3-day fast with no food and no water, and then went to another 10 days, which I'm in now, currently in now. 10 days of fasting for 24 hours, and then for a 1 hour period, depending on what time I get up, which is usually around 6. I have it set from 6 in the morning to 6 the next morning. So I'll go 24 hours without any food or water, other than the hour between 6 and 8. So I have about an hour's worth to grab some water, to grab a smoothie, to grab some almond or soy milk, whatever I can get in me for about an hour, 30 minutes to an hour's worth of liquids, and then right back into the fasting. And so right now, I'm currently on a 10-day. I'm into the, let's see, I started Monday. That's right. Started this following Monday, and now I'm into the 7th, 8th day of the fasting again. So I'm doing a 10-day juice fast with nothing but juice or water or some type of smoothie or blended liquid, and then drink it down in about an hour's worth, or in an hour's time. And then after the hour's over, go right back into the 24-hour fast. Probably going to come off of meat for quite a while now. I'm just going to do fruits and vegetables and some type of juice fast. Oh, I forgot to say, I also took several watermelons and blended them up in the Nutri-bullet Vita-mix, and we have a blend tech as well. Juiced them all up into, and I kept the fiber. I didn't juice. I kept all the fiber. So I wanted to keep the fibrous materials as well. So, and then I drink about an 8-ounce glass of watermelon juice or almond or soy milk, depending if it's homemade or bought from the store. And then I do about 8 ounces, 16 ounces, 32 ounces of water, depending upon, which I drink about, let's see, 20 ounces in one glass, and then I forget, I think there's another 20 ounces of water there, so there's 40 ounces of water that I do on that, and then about 8 ounces to 16 ounces of watermelon juice, and then I do about 8 to 16 ounces of almond or soy milk with coconut water, or not coconut milk, but just some coconut water. And I take a salad and I blend it up. I know it sounds gross, but I blend it all up in a blender with lettuce, carrots, tomatoes, onions, bell peppers, celery, whatever we have on hand. Add a little salt, a little pepper, a little water with it, and some other juices, such as maybe some vinegars. Blend that all up into a drink, and then drink that as well. So I have about an hour's worth of time, I should say, to do my juicing and get it over with, and then to get right back into the 24-hour fast. I can't say it's been the easiest thing. The first 3 days of no water and no food fast was definitely a challenge. It challenged every part of my being. I've done a 30-day fast where I did a colon cleanse, but I've never done a challenge to where I did the 3 days, because I wanted to first I wanted to get everything set right in the right direction, I guess you could call it. So 3 days was, wow, real eye opener. If you've ever done it or tried to do it, it's one of those things that you have to be totally determined and fixed on to do. It's not just something that you can just walk into and say, oh, I'm going to do this. It's the one that you have to be totally committed, 360%. And I know that's saying a lot, but it has to be every part of your being, because the first day wasn't bad. It's just like any other day, just like now. You go through and you have lots of phlegm that comes up, and a little bit of dry mouth, but the mucus and stuff really decides to descend or ascend into your throat, your mouth, and then you're constantly trying to get rid of that. And then the second day, it's not bad, but the third day for me was the roughest. It was the worst, especially when it got down to the countdown time of being released from the 24 hours of no juice, no food, no water, and nothing, honey, not even a slice of bread. And I still went out and did shopping, drove around, did some exercises. I'm trying to get back to the exercises. I'm just doing some leg lifts, trying to get that down. But like I said, I started out around 350 pounds. And I guess I'm already starting to lose some weight or probably just water, but weight in the face. And yes, I shaved my head and my face, shaved the beard off. I didn't shave the mustache off, just for the fact that it's one of those areas that if I shave it every day or too much, it bleeds. So I had to get some like a facial type cream to remove it. But yeah. So, and at one time I did a fast, and I shaved not only the hair off the head and the face, but also shaved my eyebrows off as well. And I just wanted to, make sure that, like the Bible says, like it's sackcloth. And then you ought to see the people stare at you when you go into the grocery stores and so on. They think you're going through chemotherapy, which it's not. And to try to explain it to people, whether they're meat eaters, vegetarians, vegans, raw, fruitarians, or whatever, some get it and some don't, and it's okay. I'm not trying here to please anybody. And, some people will probably look at the video and they'll probably say, well, that's a little bit extreme, yeah, and it may be, but you have to get to the point where you got to take your life in your own hands. It's like many of the documentaries that are out there. You've seen people take their life in their own hands and feel much better and are in a productive, much more productive life and lifestyle with healthy eating habits and how they do things. And there's nothing wrong with people who like to eat meat or like to do other things, but you have to remember that everything done in moderation. Everything has to be done in moderation. You can't eat 20 donuts and expect to lose weight, nor can you go around drinking 20 Slim Fasts and expect that to be enough. You got to add more to it. They have all those diet programs and they have all those weight machines out there, but see, the things that they tell you to do now are not only beneficial. They tell you to exercise and so forth, but they don't also tell you that there's also another needed area, and that's exercise plus eating right. 20 pork chops a day doesn't cut it. 3 pounds of chicken doesn't cut it. And if you're a meat eater, that's great. I'm not knocking that. I ate meat for years. Loved my pork chops and pork tenderloins and all of those things and a hamburger. But once you see what's in those meats now, and the way that they're, you know, treating the animals to which you're supposedly supposed to be buying food for your health. It just doesn't make a whole lot of sense to continue to eat from those venues. You know, it's the master's table once again. You need to push the food back, push the plate back. You know, it's forks over knives, like the documentary. You know, get back to eating salads. I know a lot of people. When I first started with the raw diet, it was one of those areas where you don't know much about it, and you're wondering what it all is, and all you're eating is salad, 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 and you're wondering if this is all the raw vegan lifestyle is. I really don't want it, because, you know, after a while, I mean, how much carrot salad or leaf lettuce salad with mixed veggies in it can you possibly eat and be, you know, satisfied with? You have to eat a lot of salad. It'd be like fruitarians. They got to eat so many, you know, so much of the fruits. You know, I think a mixture is much more beneficial. You know, mix your fruits, your vegetables, your nuts, your grains, your legumes. Mix all those things together into a healthy, portionate size, and then go from there. I don't think God intended us to just eat one thing. You know, you got so much more out there. You got the herbs, and then you got the vegetables and the fruit. You know, and it's not just about the meat. It's about all of it combined. You know, and whether you eat it raw, or whether you steam it, or whether you cook it, or whether you make milk out of your nuts, whatever it is that you do it. You know, I look at it this way: make the choice to do it for you. Don't do it because someone else is doing it, or because it's a fad, or because it's a trend. And after a while, you know, it's going to be like that New Year's Eve resolution. It's going to be gone just as quick as you made it, just as quick as you said it, just as quick as you talked about it, just as quick as you thought about it. So do something that's beneficial for you. You know, and we can beat these weight gains, and we can beat the diabetes, and we can beat the Alzheimer's, and all these things can be beat and can be won if we just change our diet and change our habits. So that's what I'm doing. I want to get completely off all the blood pressure medicine, and off all the stinking heartburn medicines, and all the fibromyalgia medicine, and all the other junk that they would want to prescribe or have prescribed in the present or in the future. Get off all of that and take my life in my own hands, because I'm the only doctor that I truly need. And not to say that doctors aren't needed or helpful, but you know, you basically give them a pat answer when you go to the doctor, and they judge that based upon the millions or thousands of others that have come through there, and the countless answers that the AMA gives them, or the reasons that they give them. And so, here, take this pill. You know, this will do this. But as you take this pill, remember that you're going to have this pill to counteract that pill that you just took, and then after you're done with that, you got to have a pill to counteract those two, and it's just nonsense. You know, so, and you're never going to see herbs and fruits and vegetables counteracting with one another. It's just not there. I'm not a doctor, and I don't begin to be one. I don't prescribe anything other than I take my life into my own hands, and I take the authority of God's Word in my own hands in my own life, and go from there. And you know, I do the best I can. I can't say what's best for you. I can't say what's best for someone else. You know, my videos, my lifestyle, my eating habits, everything that I do is completely different than what you may or may not do, or may or may not see as healthy, or, you know. And the other thing people look at is cost. You know, they say, well, we can't afford to eat 300 cucumbers a week, or, you know, whatever it may be. But there's other alternatives, trust me, to being able to get those products cheaper, whether you buy them in bulk, go to a co-op, a farmer's co-op, or go to the grocery store and see if you can buy them in cases, or even cases that are just now starting to, or in a few days will be expired. I mean, you can take bananas and freeze them. You can make a whole lot of smoothies out of them. But you just got to be determined You have to be the one that's determined about it. And so, I thank everyone for watching. This is UN578. Just wanted to update you on where I'm at. Like I said, I'm on a 10-day juice, water, juice, liquid diet, fast, whatever you want to call it right now. I don't know how many more days. I'll probably take it to 60, but I don't know what all I'm going to incorporate in those following days and how it's going to be. So taking it one step at a time, introducing my body slowly to everything that's juice. I have noticed that I go more now to the restroom than I have in the past. Before I would go, like, it would be like 3 or 4 days possibly before I had to do my business in the bathroom, and now it's like every day or every other day now instead of that. So my body's starting to get itself regulated and be able to adapt to those things. And it takes a while. Not only do you got to get your mindset of it, but your body's got to be re-equipped and readjusted to it. So I want to update you on that. But went through a 3-day, no food, no water, fast, complete fast. Wanted to get my head right, my heart right. I wanted to make sure I was going in the right direction, not only with my body but with the Lord. And I took time out on those days to pray, seek the Lord on what I needed to do, and He spoke to me and said, do a 10-day, start off with a 10-day fast of 24-hour periods, and then for a 1-hour period, get as much liquids in that 1-hour period as you can, or vegetables or whatever that are juice, blended rather, using Nutri-bullet. Like I said, I use Nutri-bullet or a Vita-mix, as well as the blend tech to do those things. So get as much as you can within those 1-hour periods, and then I'll go from there. So it's just a progressional thing. I haven't had any meat or bread, or any of the things that I normally would eat from the store. So, and I apologize for the poor video quality. The video camera keeps readjusting, keeps changing colors and so forth. There we go. It's a little bit lighter. But I do thank you for watching and for listening. And please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and to support this channel. Because as one goes through, we all go through, and we all can learn from one another. There may be something different that you're doing, I'm doing, that I may be able to incorporate, and vice versa. So thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting. Thank you for commenting, liking, subscribing, and for following and continuing to listen to other reasons of hope out there. I'm just one of the many that you can do this. You can make it. You can make a difference in your life. You can make a difference in your mind and your health. And as we know, if you look at the doctors, they're not putting you in a position where you're going to be healthy, because if you have to continue to take insulin shots and you have to continue to take chemo and all these things, they're not putting you in the best possible situation to be healthy. And the food industry is definitely not doing that. They're not going to put you in. They're continuing to produce more and more junk food, continuing to allow more and more GMO foods to be introduced into our systems and into our stores and so forth. And the cheaper products, they just keep getting more and more out there in the marketplace. And not only that, but there's just so much out there that if you look at what's going on, how they're spraying our foods, such as fruits and vegetables, with chemicals, and then they're also putting on MSG into the crops that they spray. And I know in some places now they're using human feces and so forth to spray on the crops as a type of fertilizer. This doesn't sound right. So we have to be careful. And remember that organic doesn't always mean organic. It just gives them a label, and they can fudge it. If you want to put that word in there, they can fudge it to make it sound like and look like and act like it is organic and beneficial for you. But you really, your best interest is go to a local farmer who you know or get to know and get to trust, and buy it directly from him or her if you can. So I thank you for watching. This is Elon 578 right here on YouTube. Continue to watch, support, like, subscribe, comment, and thank you for watching. And I will continue to update, and hopefully I won't be as slow as I was to update this video. So thanks for watching, and keep watching.